Yesterday was a very wet, cold, and gloomy day. We've lost the wet, but we're still cold and gloomy outside. Here's a look from our Austonian weather cam down at Lady Bird Lake. Some call it Lake Austin. Either way, it'd feel very nice to get down there because current temperatures 91 degrees. Across Church Avenue, 397, and even getting on the east side of Louisville on East Main Street. So that's Highway 14. Make sure you take precautions. If you're in Louisville in general, take precautions. But if you're hearing my voice right now, these are the most immediate places. So let's take a look here. Railroad Avenue, that is a location that is most directly in the path. Armstrong Street, this is 397 or East John C. Street. And it's going to make its way into Louisville within the next couple of minutes here. It knocked out power lines, took down street lights, debris littered the ground, and 9's telling me that it is Sahara Desert dry outside. But don't worry, there's relief in the forecast. In fact, the Climate Prediction Center is forecasting cooler than normal conditions between the dates of July 31st and August 6th. The VIL value indicates how much mass is being suspended in the atmosphere. So that's telling me just northwest of Noxapater, there is a lot of hail possibly falling to the ground. The cold front kind of fizzles out as it makes its way through Arkansas, just bringing us a little bit extra cloud cover, maybe dropping our temperatures just a degree or two, but I'm not expecting any rain whatsoever. And these together indicate that there is rotation at the surface here, and that is why the barren system has indicated a tornado on the ground. So we should see this drying trend throughout tonight into tomorrow, and that's in part due to a high pressure system sitting over the panhandle. There's been some local reports that there is sleet beginning to mix in with this snow, and this will be very brief as we transition from sleet into freezing rain throughout tonight. Make sure if you're listening right now, you turn your TV up and make sure you get into a safe area if you are near the Barn Crossing Mall and Barnes Crossing Road, because this is making its way right along the Natchez Trace into your neck of the woods here. I'm meteorologist Robert Mcillece, and we're taking a look downtown at the Capitol building there, and we can see the camera has been bouncing around due to this gusty northerly wind for the entire day, really, and this has caused our temperatures to be 20 degrees colder than what we saw yesterday. Currently, we're at 40 degrees here at Mabry, and we've already made it into the 30s at the airport under partly cloudy skies, and I mentioned the winds. Look at this, north-northeast at 13 miles an hour at Mabry, and ABIA 22, and that's the average. And the gusts have been upwards of 30 to 40 today. So it's been really whipping around today, and that's made it feel a lot colder than it really is. Along I-35, it feels like we're well below freezing in most locations with the exception of Austin Metro. The Hill Country, they're into the mid-20s to lower 20s for the feel right now, but we're mostly sitting in the lower 40s to upper 30s for the actual temperature. Now, these winds have also whipped the cedar up. It's been high today with mold at medium, so if you're sniffling, sneezing, this is likely the culprit for that. And this gusty wind is all due to a cold front that's pushed through central Texas earlier today. A second cold front is poised to push through and blow in this cold Arctic air later on tonight into tomorrow morning, and it's already made its way to Oklahoma City and Amarillo, where it's sitting at 19 degrees. Dallas, they're seeing 28 degrees, 33 in Waco. Waco's likely to drop into the freezing range there within the next couple of hours, as well as Austin within the next couple of hours. And this is just the temperature. When you include the winds, it feels very cold out there. 5 degrees is what it feels like in Oklahoma City, 12 in Amarillo, 22 in Waco, and you saw that a second ago. They are actually 33 and they're feeling 22. And that's going to be the trend for the rest of tonight due to a very cold Arctic air mass moving its way south into the Lone Star State. Currently, Minneapolis, -4 degrees. 1 in Fargo, 1 in Omaha City, 3 in Kansas City. Now, we're not going to get that cold, but we are going to get a chance for a weekend ruiner in the form of a low pressure system riding over the top of this dome of colder air moving in, and it's going to produce a chance for a wintry precip as it makes its way east into the Lone Star State. Now, let me plan this out for you using clouds and radar forecasts. Starting on Thursday at 4 p.m., we're going to see clouds begin to billow in from the south, and we're going to see the disturbance make its way into Texas on Friday morning. We're going to be too warm for this rain to transition into a freezing wintry mix, but by the time we get to Friday afternoon, we're going to see a chance for the remnants of this rain to become a freezing rain or a sleet moving into Saturday morning. So that's going to be the trend. Now let me plan this out for you, where exactly this wintry mix line is going to be. Mostly Friday night, we're going to see this wintry mix line west of I-35 and north of the Austin metro area. And for Saturday, we're going to see a broader scope of this wintry mix in the form of freezing rain and sleet. It's going to be well east of I-35 and even getting close to LaGrange. So this is a lot different from the scenario we saw New Year's Eve night, where mostly it stayed into the hill country. But by the time we get into Sunday, the warmer air is going to begin to funnel in, so most of the freezing wintry precip is going to stay in the hill country. Now, we're going to all see temperatures in the 20s tonight. We're also going to see possibly the coldest night of the winter so far and the second hard freeze of the season. So mostly we're going to see temperatures in the mid to lower 20s, with a few locations such as Lampasas and other places in the hill country get into the teens. Now, for tomorrow, we're going to rebound due to a southerly wind pushing in those clouds. We're going to see temperatures in the 40s across our entire viewing area, with the exception of a few locations, of course, in the hill country not making it out of the 30s. Tonight, 26 degrees, very chilly, and a north wind at 10 to 15 miles an hour is going to push in that cooler air, making it feel a lot colder out there than it really is. By tomorrow, we're going to transition to a southerly wind, getting us into the 40s, and the sky, we're going to see mostly cloudy conditions make its way into the Austin metro area. Now, what we're keeping an eye on is Friday through Sunday, where we're going to see a chance for some freezing precip. Saturday morning is the one that we really need to focus on, Saturday morning, and we're going to see a chance for rain all the way through Wednesday, but we are going to rebound back into the 50s by the time we start the work week next week.